want a fucking Benz to get so get about it. At 200 in the Saudi, couple bitches from Saudi, and I know they talk about me cause I keep them bands around. So hit the flow, my man's on go. While inside the function, dropping bands on the flow. Matter of fact, hit the strip, dropping bands on the go. Hopping off the plane, Louis bags at the door. So hit the flow, my man's on go. While inside the function, dropping bands on the flow. Matter of fact, hit the strip, dropping bands on the go. Hopping off the plane, Louis bags at the door. Spending all this money like I damn it where they go. Heard you tryna phone me, you should check in with your hoe. I go around my city, they don't know that I'm the ghost. Shawty can't pick up the phone, my dick all up in the throat. Ay, 30 round mags in the stick, let it go. You talk like you with it, what you doing, let it go. Now you got me pissed, if you gon' talk then take it slow. Cause I can almost guarantee that you don't want to fucking smoke, bitch. You see the smoke, yeah, but you can talk shit, bro. I don't got time to talk. Everybody know that we go hard as fuck like D-Rose, ballin' like a free throw. What you know about it? Shawty, she a freak hoe, and she love the deep throw. Bands on deep pockets, you know my gang keep rockets. So hit the flow, my man's on go. While inside the function, dropping bands on the flow. Matter of fact, hit the strip, dropping bands on the go. Hopping off the plane, Louis bags at the door. So hit the flow, my man's on go. While inside the function, dropping bands on the flow. Matter of fact, hit the strip, dropping bands on the go. Hopping off the plane, Louis bags at the door. Shut your mouth, act it out, cause I don't wanna talk about it. I got hoes, I want a fucking Benz to get so get about it. At 200 in the Saudi, couple bitches from Saudi, and I know they talk about me cause I keep them bands around. So hit the flow, my man's on go. While inside the function, dropping bands on the flow. Matter of fact, hit the strip, dropping bands on the go. Hopping off the plane, Louis bags at the door. So hit the flow, my man's on go. While inside the function, dropping bands on the flow. Matter of fact, hit the strip, dropping bands on the go. Hopping off the plane, Louis bags at the door. Spending all this money like I damn it where they go. Heard you tryna phone me, you should check in with your hoe. I go around my city, they don't know that I'm the ghost. Shawty can't pick up the phone, my dick all up in the throat. Ay, 30 round mags in the stick, let it go. You talk like you with it, what you doing, let it go. Now you got me pissed, if you gon' talk then take it slow. Cause I can almost guarantee that you don't want to fucking smoke, bitch.
Stop. Bad.
Attempts on the next one. I mean,
bad little fucks.
B again?
That'll be the question that Full Sense are asking themselves as well. You know, do we dedicate any extra resources towards this B site? They've typically been kind of playing for the retake on B. Obviously, in that last round, they had Primi just sitting there.
Do you ever think about competing? No. But if I was like,
to dedicate
I already said this, but if I was young, this is the only career I would always choose over and over and over and over again. If I respawned, I would just keep trying to be a pro or be a pro player, no matter what.
They want to have a bit of extra time now to have a chat.
ไวมากจริงๆครับในจังหวะแบบฉาบฉวยเล่นแบบเกมเร็วที่ทีมตรงข้ามไม่ทันตั้งตัวเนี่ยถ้าลูก
Love it. Coach Frost, cape blowing in the wind. When it comes in just in time, maybe able to craft some kind of a response. So maybe more traps or trips, you know, with the utility out towards B gives them less to worry about. But then they're going to have to invest manpower onto those extremities that you were mentioning earlier before, Jordan. But at the same time, you know, this does give Nongshim a bit of a discussion to go to. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nongshim start off the early portions of the next rounds really slowing things down. The one thing that you want to look out for then, if the game does shift to a more
Good media was not it, hello, good morning.
Haven't really seen him on this weapon that much, especially now he's on this Neon as well, just to work with the current meta.
Value
off of it, that would be fantastic.
Revealing area.
Goes up short.
Oh, there you go. Ask and ye shall receive. Don't know that that was what Francis was really asking for, but certainly for Full Sense, it is a nice helping hand. Tambi in and then out of this round as well. Kalua chiming in. Fought up to heaven though from RB. That could be the big difference maker. RB again. out of nowhere, completely bamboozling Full Sense.
Retake still possible though. Flash available for Cruz.
Cover going out.
Cover down, making it a bit of a more difficult task to
No.
retake for Full
Good
Sense.
afternoon.
Might
Yes,
have to
yes.
wait it out.
अरे यार एक तो ये अब आ रही है क्या क्या आवाज बंद हो गई थी
Sure that's going to be too ideal. Paranoia does go through. RB is the man with the plan, and that is actually a cage that might work in his favor. Ivy isolates the duel against Cruz. RB, he's on his bike. Just wants to play time, and that will work out perfectly, you'd say. Sephiroth, surely no chance here at all. Ivy not even giving him the fight, just jiggling, buying as much time as possible, and another round for Nongshim. Full Sense will have to be livid at that.
No choice. Oh my
गेम का आवाज बढ़ाऊं I mean स्ट्रीम का आवाज बढ़ाऊं या कम करूं
I am absolutely floored by what RB just attempted, what he actually succeeded in doing. You gotta be kidding me. He just goes in for a full blind TP. Full Sense had no idea. They didn't even hear it. They came in with their own flashes, wanted to continue to cut off Nongshim by the choke points. Actually kind of did so. But lo and behold, you had a rogue, an assassin, right up from behind.
बढ़ाऊं क्या क्या
Tough positions now, and you go back to another A hit.
Well, this one's going to be a little bit more routine, you'd think, for Nongshim.
ठीक है अभी और बढ़ाऊं
Yeah, no choice. Another high and dry. Just trying to find what damage they can, but no, they're gonna eat some themselves, and that's gonna sting. Especially if you consider the scoreline right now, more than likely going down 3 and 6. But you can't blame them. This is incredible micro plays from Nongshim.
अभी ये पहला ही मैच है
And
ने
how
parent haven't split okay
measured they're being as well. Holding safe, holding default, watching in case Full Sense does try something sneaky. Numbers dwindling down. If they just commit to a single site, whatever happens, you know, they'll have the trades. In fact, they could even just spend the run it back if they wanted
और
to.
अभी फुल सेंस को वो कर रहा है ना फ्रॉस्ट कर रहा है
I think it's probably unnecessary at this point, but
True.
see how this initial entry does go. Ross looks like he's going to set up a flash, and pretty easy for Danby.
30 seconds left.
Sephiroth not being cleared out, but will be in the end. It takes a little longer for RB to get that done than he would have liked, so opens the door up for a kill for Kahlua, who has been pretty sharp so far this game for Full Sense. We're seeing some of that early stage 1 form come back for Kahlua. 10 and 5, topping the board for Full Sense at the moment, but
okay
not really enough
ठीक है
to trouble the score.
guys मैं अभी आधे मैच में आया हूं तो let me see पहले हो क्या रहा है ठीक है
Full Sense's map.
कौन कहां खेल रहा है फिर I'll tell you अच्छे से
Those are the numbers that don't lie.
मैं भी साला उसको ही फिगर आउट कर रहा हूं कि स्ट्रीम पे वो नहीं दिख रहा है चैट नहीं दिख
But
रहा है
unless it comes out in situations like what RB just did, it's still not going to be enough.
दिख रही है तुमको चैट दिख रही है
They're trying to match Nongshim up with the macro game, but it's definitely going to be quite a task now. 3 more
Okay,
rounds before the
open.
half ends. Full Sense start to pick up the pace. All 4 up around A and starting to scale up as well on their own.
There's another B hit for Nongshim. Tried and true. Be ready for this push as well. They know Full Sense are going to try and filter their way back on in. And Ivy and Francis, well, they just defend the gate.
damn bro mini map पे देख इधर
Dealt with Ivy, and now Danby comes swinging in as well. It is
बाप रे बाप
coming
भाई
together for
क्रैश
Nongshim.
कर रहे हैं पूरा
These
फुल
were the
सेंस को
Nongshim we
चैट्स
were
आर नॉट
missing
शोइंग
last
अप
days.
अच्छा
They looked
चैट भी नहीं दिख रही
But today, there's some pizzazz. There's a pep.
रुको चैट का मैं कुछ करता हूं एक सेकंड
Put on those dancing shoes. I mean, look at how. I mean, you got to factor in the fact that they're back on agents that they're definitely more than comfortable on.
They found my wire.
And you already see, I mean, it's not just that as well. It's the entire team working together, reading, or putting themselves in situations where they can react to what Full Sense might try. In this round, it was
इधर क्यों नहीं दिख रहा यहाँ तो आ रहा है
retake
अच्छा
attempts that we witnessed several rounds ago, except you don't see anything out
अब दिख रहा है चेक
You just see it's very sussy, deep smoke blocking off a lobby, and you would think that that funnels Nongshim just straight up into B side, which it does, but they were also prepared for any kind of moves that Full Sense would have hit them with, and that was that scaling up outside of A, so
okay
just a try, but Nongshim answer it so well. They still have all the ultimates to work around.
Beyond
It's gonna be tough for Full Sense too. even though they have ults of their own.
इजी रीटेक किया अगर वो रीटेक पे खेलने वाला,
Trying to play too passive, but
बट हमारे इधर सोवा का भी अल्ट है.
You can see that heftier set up towards B again for full sense. That conditioning very much coming into play. This time Nongshim are just going to walk their way up towards C. Now there is a trip.
I don't think you अल्ट यूज करेगा अभी फिनिक्स यहाँ पर, क्योंकि उनको इजी एंट्री मिल रही है अभी तक.
Has come across as well, but
No
Nongshim
man. Damn.
not going to be wasting any time.
So,
Dambi gets the initial entry.
मैंने यहाँ पे कोई देखा?
Following up, it's one
There is no
by
way,
one.
भाई. Full
Again,
sense.
full sense just
गाना
falling
हार
in
गए
the
full
hands of
sense.
Nongshim.
straight up crumbling. Oh, and even with
और ये फुल सेंस का मैप था बाय द वे.
there's really not much you can do. One silenced out the back, the other one approaching from the front, and it's just
उनको
way too easy. for
टाइम ही नहीं
Nongshim.
मिल रहा
Everyone's
कुछ भी
spaced together rather close, so the trades are all
अल्ट्स यूज
available.
करने का है,
Someone
कुछ
goes
भी यूज
down,
करने
but
के लिए. And मैंने अब देखा प्रीमी को डेडलॉक पे बैठा हुआ है ब्रो.
find the angles. This is incredible stuff.
अगले मैच से पूरा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा.
You look at that. There's just no
एंड तुमने
chance
देखा
that full
एंट्री
sense
ना
surviving
फिनिक्स
on
थोड़ा
this
पीछे
the
गया
whole
अल्ट करने,
VCT
जब तक नियॉन ऑलरेडी इन था,
And
लाइक
that's one of those few
साइड के इन
situations
था,
that we
नॉट
started
इवन
with
ये
with
साइड का
Nongshim.
एरिया, यहाँ इन
We've
था.
seen that too much in this first half, and we go again.
लेकिन इतनी गलतियां कर रहे हैं फिर भी हार रहे हैं सामने वाले. लाइक फुल सेंस फिर भी पता नहीं कैसे थ्रो कर दे रही है.
Hang on a second, RB is up to his usual trickery. They are going to be able to take him down. Chip Boys sliding on through, full sense.
Winnable, winnable. Still winnable for NS.
As to where Xros and Francis are, so shouldn't work out until a flash out
They
of
don't know,
nowhere.
they
Xros
don't
and
know.
Francis
Like
back
that.
into it and a walk in through the smoke. Surely can't go well. Oh,
There is no way.
dearie me. Another
2v5.
round away of Nongshim and
Bro.
full sense. They just can't do anything right.
This is ridiculous. Who does that? When has Nongshim done that? You have the site.
भाई इतनी गलतियां कर रही है नोंगशम, इतनी गलतियां कर रही है फिर भी somehow सही हो जा रहा है.
Into the smoke, full sense have no idea. How could you? You just wouldn't expect them to go for something like that. Nongshim oftentimes
देखो,
would have
बाप
gone for the
रे
spike
बाप.
plant. 6 days out of the week, but no. That was incredibly smart heads-up adaptations, just right quick. That was a snappy round, and I don't mean in terms of aim.
9-3. This was not a scoreline that we would have expected in this matchup. Again, remember, the vast majority of us predicted.
एंड ये फुल सेंस का वो है बाय द वे. हाँ मैप पे
You know, I think Nongshim are maybe a little better than we're giving them credit for off the back of that EWC run. But even then, you know, I think we expected a close match. We expected this to be a real brawl, bit of a fist fight between these two teams. You've got two very.
अच्छा वेलो के उसमें इसलिए नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि दोनों के साथ में मैचेस हो रहे
I
हैं.
think it's fair to say we're seeing Nongshim at their best, but I'm not sure it's fair to say we're seeing Full Sense at their best at the moment. I mean, where's Primi?
He's on a deadline.
Zero first blood.
He doesn't have the same, you know, explosive.
ये
the same
खुद
mobility that-
कास्टर्स भी शॉक्ड है कि
But,
प्रीमी
you know, that's
डेडलॉक
not
पे
the
है.
whole story even. He does have his utilities. He's trying to section parts of the map off. He has
उसको
the
एम पे नहीं
shots
खेलने दे
down,
रहे हैं
but
क्योंकि उसके साइड पे अभी तक एंट्री हुई नहीं है. मैंने
we're
जितना
just
भी
playing
देखा
like this in
मैं
the
आधे में
single
से आया हूँ,
matter.
बट
That's
स्टिल
not the Primi I want to see, though.
रीटेक पे जा रहा है. रीटेक पे रोटेशन पे मर रहा है वो, क्योंकि हमेशा ना ओमन ने ना लाइक वो इतना साइट में इन्वॉल्व थे कि ओमन एक फ्लैश करता था और उनकी पूरी टीम वहीं खत्म. एक फ्लैश ने पूरा लाइक ए साइट गिव अप किया है. 3 बार मैंने देखा है ओमन ने फ्लैश किया और ये 2 या 3 के निकले वहां पर.
I don't know how Frost is going to feel about that. I mean, like what he said, he's just trying to build up on what the team already has established, so I don't mind it too much. But right now, on this attacking side, they need rounds chained together. So scaling up A together as a squad.
Dambi ready and waiting, gets the early info that there's 1 or 2 players there. Flash is going to go through.
Okay, insta rotate.
Onto Francis, but the commitment is not there from Full Sense, nor from Nongshim.
Yeah. Still holding on to Util.
Dambi's having a look though. He kind of wants to see what's up. It's Jip Boys. So he recognizes they're hanging around.
रीटेक क्या बोलते हैं, रीहिट कर रहे हैं ये ए पे, क्योंकि बी पे भी कोई नहीं है इनके लिए और सी पे भी नहीं है, तो रीहिट ही करेंगे. मुझे नहीं लगता. ना रॉन्ग भाई, रॉन्ग कॉल.
Turning away from that one, runs straight into a paranoia, has to back up into the side, but
भाई 3 लोगों की साइड पे घुसे हैं.
from Francis, who is having his time in the sun, and now Xros will finish off Kahlua.
वे
Surely
knew
that
it
has to be
पहले
the nail in the coffin.
मुझे ये समझ नहीं आ रहा है ए
Pistol was very much required
मुझे
from
ये
them.
समझ नहीं आ रहा ए रीहिट का लाइक क्यों सोचा इनने अभी, क्योंकि इनके पास कोई इन्फो नहीं है, ना सी की इन्फो है ना बी की इन्फो है। ए का इन्फो इनको सिर्फ इतना मिला कि हाँ डाम्बी आ गया है, और बाकी साउंड दो, हाँ दो बंदे पहले स्टार्टिंग में मेन पे आते ना, तो इनको पता है दो पहले से मेन पे है और एक और का साइड पे आवाज आ रहा था। रोटेशन का आवाज नहीं आया, कुछ नहीं आया, बी सी का इन्फो नहीं है, प्योरली गट पे गए वो खुद गए।
Look at this.
फुल स्क्रीन, हाँ
As soon
फुल
as the
स्क्रीन।
hit comes in, I mean, they had all the reads all on the map. They knew where the hit was coming from. But to expect them to have that flash from X-Ross, Francis being able to hold down short like nobody's business, taking down triple kill like it's just another day in the office.
एंड द थिंग इज जो नेक्स्ट मैप है स्प्लिट, वो नोंगशम और फुल सेंस का दोनों का ही अच्छा मैप है।
Meanwhile, Nongshin might be able to take some liberties. They can start going for some orbs if they so choose, but also trying to play it safe as well. Like they really want to make this win clean.
I mean, Full Sense have invested in this round as well.
ये देखना फिर से
Not what
एक
you normally see, so if Nongshim can
एक
win
क्लैश
this,
की वजह से उनका पूरा
they'll
रोटेशन
pretty much
वो
seal
क्या
the deal and
पुश
already
कट हो गया,
straight into the trip.
जो फ्लड कर
Go
रहे थे
ship,
वो।
boys. It's the perfect setup for Nongshim.
ओमन के फ्लैश ने
Four
पूरा
players there filtering out onto the side inside
Never
of
mind.
that smoke, but Nongshim
Winnable,
have
winnable.
the numbers here that they need, and they're just keeping them corralled at the front of the site. Look at them, they have been just penned in. There's nowhere to go. And eventually Nongshim will find them. RB's going to tuck in the back of the site,
I mean-
set himself up to ideally have a crossfire here with Francis.
Okay, नहीं,
That will
team
be
fucked up
enough
है, team
for
fucked up
Nongshim
है।
to go to
उनका
11. Full Sense are in all sorts of trouble.
तुमने देखा अभी पूरी टीम फक्ड अप है, उनके 4 बंदे साइड पे है, एक नियॉन एंट्री पे डाई हुआ है यहाँ पर, लाइक गैराज है कभी पे, और कोई भी यहाँ नहीं देख रहा प्लेटफॉर्म पे, स्मोक हट रही है, कोई नहीं देख रहा, चारों के चारों इधर देख रहे हैं, देखना चारों के चारों एक जगह फाइट ले रहे हैं, यानी साइड को खुद ही दे रहे हैं वो। बहुत गलती कर रही है वो, नहीं मुश्किल है अभी।
Now they're going to get aggressive. Nongshim wanting to flex their muscles in this round that they know they have the
सरेंडर कर
advantage.
दो भाई, नहीं होगा तुमसे।
X-Ross looking to charge that runner back up. If
Hell
he
no
can
भाई।
get it through this round and build it into the next. Use it to finish Full Sense off a 30.
अभी ये नोंगशम वापस अपने डुओ पे आ गई है ना,
Very much feels like a
फिनिक्स इन दिस नियॉन वाला,
expected this swift of a victory coming in today.
और वो भी सही इंसान को वापस नियॉन दिया है।
That just might be the story. Kills having been
See?
collected outside.
ऐसा लग रहा आयरन लॉबी में इमॉर्टल्स को डाल दिया।
Everyone's already in position in case of trades necessary, but none needed so far. It's just Privy left with a sheriff. Try as he might, he's gonna get
कोई ना
gunned
भाई, कोई
down
ना,
by
कोई
a
ना।
Guardian at the end. There's just nothing.
होता क्या है,
to do now. They're looking all out of sorts. There's
अगर ना
zero
तुम
hope.
एक मैच लगातार जीतते रहो,
Confident either. That's why you're
तो
not seeing them even find bits of damage.
अगर तुम एक मैच जीतता रहो ना लाइक पूरा का पूरा, तो थोड़ा सा मेंटल तुम्हारी अच्छी रहती है ना, तुम कुछ भी करो समहाउ तुम राउंड जीत जाते हो, क्योंकि तुम सब एंजॉयमेंट में खेल रहे हो, सब एक दूसरे से कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हो। बट यहाँ क्या, ये इनने सारी चीज़ ट्राई कर ली अभी तक, जो कि लग नहीं रहा है ट्राई हो रही है मेरे हिसाब से, क्योंकि जितनी बार भी अभी तक इनने कहीं पे भी पुश किया है ना, इनने भले से टाइम आउट लिया, बट ये एक ही साइड हिट कर रहे हैं। हेवन है, हेवन मिड का मैच है, हेवन भी अगर लाइक मैप अगर तुमको मिड मिल गया इजीली, तो तुम कहीं पे भी कट कर सकते हो, ए सी बी किसी का भी रोटेशन, या खुद जाके तुम फाड़ सकते हो। बट ये हमेशा अटैक में एक ही जगह जा रहे थे सब, और मेंटेलिटी इनकी थोड़ी अब खराब हो चुकी है, और उनने भी यही सोच लिया है कि भाई जल्दी खत्म करो, नए मैच पे जाए।
Those vibes up, hopefully. I don't know. They find themselves on an empty C site.
एंड आई थिंक कि अब उनके कॉम्स खराब है। ओके ओके, कॉम्स आ गए।
ไม่เจอโซว่าได้บีเตะแล้ววะยิงมายิงเดียว
मिनी अप पे देखना बाय द वे।
ถ้ากู2ตัวพี่ทีม
กูจะวางไม่ดีนะ
พี่แท็บให้เล่นด่วนเล่นกับแท็บได้นะ
नो वे, देयर इज नो वे वो आरबी को ले गया।
Getting a bit crazy with it, but it is 4-on-4 for the retake. X-Ross, remember, by the way, had the runner back. Built that up in the last round. It's been dealt with now. What's the avenue back in here for Nongshim to close this out? 13-3. They're going to have to make this retake work. Danby already finds himself an opener.
Yes.
But X-Frost is dealt with by Jip Boys, who is finding
Nah.
the frags. Just not enough of
उसको
them, and
flank का नहीं
nowhere
पता.
is stuck. There's nowhere to go. The flank was coming
No,
in
no.
anyway, but Francis will get it done, and Nongshim will take map 1. Full sense. Wherefore art thou?
Increase VCT quality. अच्छा नहीं चल रहा क्या? एक सेकंड, let me check.
They tried all sorts of things in that first half. They looked actually pretty decent. They were trying to match.
सही तो चल रहा है.
They had
ये देख,
variations
HD में.
of retake attempts, but that all got shut down by Nongshim. I mean, my bigger question is, who is this new Nongshim? What changed between stage 1 and then maybe a little bit of EWC?
कुछ ज़्यादा गंदा पेल लिया रे.
stage 2, because this is incredible.
What I believe है कि क्या बोलते हैं, मिसकम्युनिकेशन बहुत हो रहा था उनमें. कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर रही थी टीम. वही फुल सेंस फक्ड अप हो गई वहां पर. पहली चीज प्रीमी एमर है, उसको तुम ड्यूलिश पे से हटा दिया. चलो ठीक है, तुमने बोला कि टीम में और भी अच्छे ड्यूलिश खेलने वाले हैं. नो समथिंग. ओके, लेट मी चेक. स्ट्रीम बंद चालू करियो ना एक बार. बिट रेट और बढ़ाता हूँ थोड़ा. ये रहा. 18,000 बिट रेट कर दिया मैंने. 20,000 ऑलमोस्ट. अब थोड़ा और क्लियर हुआ. हाँ, मैंने भी 20,000 और कर दिया ना बिट रेट. अब और क्लियर आ रहा होगा. पूरी स्क्रीन भी क्लियर आ रही होगी. देख.
오늘 농심을 상대로 피센스가 사드록 조합을 가지고 왔잖아요. 조합을 봤을 때 좀 예측하셨는지 어떤 반응이셨나요?
사실 전혀 생각을 안 하고 왔는데 일단 헤이븐 픽하는 거
13 कहाँ है हमारा प्रीमी भाई बॉटम फॉर X16.
Well, I
Do
mean,
first,
we weren't
that's
expecting
all.
it to go this way, but when we saw that they picked out Haven, we thought, oh my god, they're going to do the Cypher Deadlock. All right, thank you, Sukanon, and best of luck to you.
हाँ भाई,
감사합니다.
हक दिया इन इस चीज में. इनको अटैक में कोई इन्फो ना मिला क्योंकि इनके पास स्काई था और डॉग बहुत इजी टू ब्रेक है. बहुत ज़्यादा इजी टू ब्रेक है. तो इनको इन्फो पूरा. और तुम भाई क्या खेल रहे हो भी देखो. तुम VCT खेल रहे हो. यहाँ पर हर इंसान को सारी होटल फोड़ना आती है. डॉग वहीं मेन पे ही खत्म हो जाएगा. तो एक डॉग फोड़ने के बाद इनके पास कुछ भी नहीं बचा है. सोवा का क्या है, डार्ट है. डार्ट के साथ तुम लाइक स्टन एंट्री कर सकते हो. तो कोई तोड़े ना तोड़े, उनको पलटना पड़ेगा तोड़ने के लिए. कोई ना, अभी फ्रॉस्ट गाली दे रहा होगा इनको. आई बेट. जा देखो. इसका भी माथा खराब है देख के.
Yeah, this guy's never ever playing Senti again, ever.
ये देखो.
That's
कोई इंडियन टीम VCT में है. हाँ, ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स से, बट नॉट इंडियन प्लेयर्स. बाप रे बाप भाई. प्रीमी का सबसे गंदा परफॉर्मेंस होगा आई गेस, है ना? नो वे. फुल सेंस कहीं नहीं जीता अभी तक. कहाँ से हारते हुए आ रहा है? व्हाट द फक. ओके, ये लास्ट. ठीक है, स्टेज 1 पे. यहाँ से हारते हारते गया. बाप रे बाप. लोअर ब्रिकेट में गया, यहाँ से सेकंड पे आई. अच्छा, ग्रैंड फाइनल्स थे. देन इसके बाद AWC के 2 खेले इनने. मास्टर्स में खेले, जो कि 2 क्वालिफाई के लिए होते हैं ना. मास्टर्स के लाइक अंदर वाले प्लेऑफ्स में जाने के लिए, जो प्रॉपर मास्टर है. उसमें फुट से हार गए ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स. भाई इनने नाक कटवाने के लिए आए थे बस यहाँ पर.
He successfully was able to do it.
Yeah, exactly. He did, and he was fantastic over
भाई,
stage 1. But we also had an IGL shift since.
भाई प्रीमी भी लाइक भाई मुझे मेरा एजेंट दो भाई. वो हमेशा भाई टॉप 1 पे रहा है. देखो इस इवेंट का देखते हैं, ठीक है. क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? एक सेकंड.
cool. We're taking it back to when Nongshim, I felt like were an amazing, like a truly dominant team. Yes, they were good this year as well, but in my mind, they were a little more impressive in 2024, to be honest. So
एड्स पे जाने का और सबसे नीचे रेटिंग, सबसे गंदी रेटिंग, ये देखो सबसे गंदी रेटिंग अभी प्रीमी की है. आई नो अभी सिर्फ एक ही मैच हुआ है, बट स्टिल वो बोल रहा है भाई मैं कभी नहीं आया हूँ यहाँ. भाई सबसे नीचे बंदा.
I might trash talk a lot.
You might trash talk a lot.
Maybe, yeah.
You should laugh, bro.
Yeah.
I think your laugh will piss him off. Eh? Yeah, yeah.
If you're not, if you're at level of guys, that type of BM might actually
Be too much.
like by cancel me. I can't do it.
JJ, any thoughts on Tommy's skirmish today?
I think Tommy will win.
अच्छा मैंने देखा है.
What do you think the final score will be?
As he opens his Gucci bag,
Tommy win.
probably a Gucci keyboard as well.
What do you think about
Louis Vuitton mouse.
If you get 3 rounds, it's already gonna be enough. 3 rounds is more than enough. Okay. Dish, do you have any thoughts on Tommy's skirmish today?
फ्रॉस्ट ही टीम मेकर ट्रू भाई, बट फिर भी हक दिया फ्रॉस्ट ने. अभी ना फ्रॉस्ट शायद कुछ ट्राई करना चाह रहा था, इसीलिए फ्रॉस्ट ने प्रीमी को इस पे डाला डेडलॉक पे, बट नहीं हुआ. ये लास्ट टाइम होगा जब वो सेंटी खेल रहा है. सही बात है.
You forgot to come get You must be kidding me. Tommy, guys, you know what I forget? Forget my dongle.
So fucked up.
He forgot his dongle in his game. He always call you, right?
It's okay, like, you can use my dongle.
मैंने वीडियो देखा है रे.
It's fucked up, man.
और टॉमी क्या डायमंड है शायद. हाँ डायमंड 1 है.
Specifically learned his name so you could yell at him. Yappy's weird, bro.
Tommy, the team manager.
The fuck are you doing, Tommy?
He got 2 kills. Let's go.
No cover.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, I'll take 2.
I mean, today we got a win for a coach, but not a manager. It's a shame.
Yeah, the manager's just the manager.
Oh
my god.
ये VCT की हिस्ट्री में पहली बार होगा स्कर्मिश के लिए. पहली बार मैनेजर को भेजा है. नहीं इसमें क्या होता है, ये VCT में नई चीज आई है कि वो मैच के पहले, जैसे अभी ये स्प्लिट ये सब मैचेस है जो भी है ना, तो ये किसको पहले पिक करने के लिए मिलेगा मैप कौन सा है, तो वो क्या कराते हैं स्कर्मिश करवाते हैं पहले. तो फुल सेंस और जैसे नोंगशम है, तो दोनों अपनी टीम में से किसी को भी भेज सकते हैं स्कर्मिश खेलने के लिए. प्लेयर को या तो कोच को या तो किसी को भी किसी को भी भेज सकते हैं. तो उनने अपना मैनेजर भेज दिया. हिस्ट्री में पहली बार होगी कोई मैनेजर भेज दिया, क्योंकि उनको मतलब ही नहीं है कौन सा मैप आए, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. क्योंकि सारे मैप ही उनने अच्छे से करे हुए हैं. बस 1-2 मैप है जो बैन करने होते हैं, बाद में उनको सेकंड टाइम मिल ही जाता है बैन करने के लिए. बाकी टीम जीतने पे इसलिए ध्यान देती है क्योंकि अगर वो जीतेगी, पहला मैच पिक उनका मिलेगा मैप, तो उनको मोमेंटम मिल जाएगा, वो जीत जाएंगे तो.
Did you like Full Sense's split?
I liked it.
I thought it was good, so I actually hope Frost doesn't change too much.
Yeah, I mean, again, are we going to play a Frost comp where they're trying to prep for what Nongshim are doing, or are we going to go back to Full Sense double duelist burst?
Well, that is definitely the question, and Bella is definitely on standby with a coach who might call himself a little bit unlucky.
Hi guys, it's Bella here, standing with Coach Frost of Full Sense. Hey, good to see you. The orange looking good. Well, on Haven, you chose Cypher Deadlock against Nongshim. That was probably something that you envisioned. There was something there, right? What didn't go your way?
I believe we threw three 5v3s in the first 7 rounds, including that pistol. That certainly was not part of the game plan, but, you know, unfortunately, we got punished for a lot of mistakes.
Well, there's still maps to go, right? But BO3, thankfully. And also, I got a chance to talk with Coach Silkanon. He said, before this year goes, I wish to take a win against Coach Frost. How does that make you feel?
Well, he's off to a great start on that one, so let's see if we can prevent it over the next 2, though.
All right, thank you, Frost, and best of luck to you. Thank you.
I've never heard Frost sound so mirthful and happy after losing a map.
Hey, there's plenty more games to be played here. We've got a whole nother map in front of us and a whole season here for Full Sense, who are side. If they could get him on the side, it's going to be hard for Nongshim to retake. And also, Francis is playing a fade here, guys. He was on Sober on Haven. He was able to break some of the traps and be a little bit more on top of the shocks into specifically Neon Phoenix with the fade inclusion as the initiator. That's where you could seriously struggle on attack against Cypher Deadlock.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens on the second map of Split. And to take us through it, we've got Jordan and Kentrell Fleck.
Shut the full name.
There you go, man. Yeah, look, listen, I don't want to brag, but me and Victoria, we've been on first name basis since yesterday.
Okay,
so it's not really a big deal for me, but maybe it is for you.
It's kind of an upgrade. Yeah.
Tell you what, though, this map is a pretty big deal for Full Sense. They got blasted on map 1, I think it's fair to say.
स्प्लिट दोनों का अच्छा है, नोंगशिम का भी बहुत अच्छा है और फुल सेंस का भी बहुत अच्छा है.
Start off stage 2. I don't think you're really good.
No, this is
तुमने बैट का वो देखा, बट भाई हद होती है. बैट देखो.
Premier Deadlock, how you feeling about that one?
Look how they've massacred my boy.
I do think
He went 6 and 14, Quack. He went 6 and 14.
5 टाइम ज्यादा बैट लगी है उसके हारने पे फुल सेंस के.
This composition on this map without, you know, like a Sova shock dart, Pilly's got a point. It's going to be difficult for Nongshim.
Okay, attack पे again premise पे solo duel. Okay.
Once again, A site, Cruz to lurk outside of B. Danby's already received information.
Guy already
onto this A site, though. Ivy is
free A site.
Trying to chip away at them on that entry, see if he can cause a little bit of a ruckus. It's more a slow progression out here from Full Sense than anything, but they seem to be in and with a plan.
ना ये fucked up है. इनके पास कोई space नहीं है heaven का भी, main का भी अभी.
Lurk happening here for Cruz. I'm not sure he's going to get there in time, but we'll find out as the push now starts to come back on through. Francis and Extros are the ones to find the important initial frags, but this late lurk has been spotted by RB, who once again has been such a big difference maker, and that plan didn't actually go down. So Nongshim have got the time in their favor. Ivy standing strong. Cruz has to work his way out of a smoke. It's just not going to happen.
Cypher को last में
again.
solo fight ले ली उसने last time पे. नहीं लेना था उसको वाला.
But that was the one key difference. Nongshim spot that there are only 4 players. RB instantly recognizes it. Hold up, Cruz not here. let me check the flank. And he managed to take him down, or at least get that information. Works around the rest of the
RB पहले से ही देख रहा था city.
It's just so clean, so standard.
W awareness, right?
A bit of re-aggression as well from Nongshim, just to catch Full Sense on that plan. Put the pace into that round a little bit more so than Full Sense was prepared for. So again, another pistol obviously going their way. It's a tough start to the second map here. Full Sense going to try and bust their way out into
ये flash ने पूरा
got multiple members there to defend. Initial shots though, leaving a little bit to be
पूरा
desired, but
एसेंट एक फ्लैश की वजह से हारे हैं वो. Full sense. Nice shot.
It's just the setups too. Again, I mean, looking at how Nongshim are positioned, you know what this composition does. Everyone's pretty familiar with it already. Neon Phoenix for sure. You have the flashes, you have the mollies. Omen does his thing with the flash outside of garage, and it just slows everything down. There's not much else to say, but
Okay.
to think about how this matchup could still then play out theoretically, and that's one of the biggest discussions I think for this entire thing.
और
Because on
ज़्यादा
paper,
weapons
yeah,
down
like,
नहीं हुए तो अभी
you know,
भी
the whole
advantage
coaches
अभी
discussions,
full sense के पास है
theoretically
round
this
की.
comp might work, but given the players and their intuition, you know, you're talking about Primi on the Sentinel, like you really wonder if he actually
अंधा तो घुस गए लाडले अब हो गया उनका. अगर ये मैच हार जाते ना वापस उसी स्कोर लाइन से तो हो गया.
right now
फ्रॉस्ट टूट जाएगा भाई मैं बता रहा
center,
हूँ.
so you have one less lane to worry about. The whole team can push up forward into B site, but Nongshim are already wondering about that themselves.
Okay.
Dogs out to clear middle. Ross looking for a timing there, doesn't quite get it. Francis under pressure, and Jit Boys doing what needs to be done for full sense. Opening pick in this round.
Okay, Sephiroth. It's a very big lurk as well, but he's up against Ivy, who might have just seen him right by the end. He might be pinned down as well. The whole team now getting called over. Little duel. Oh!
Okay, one for one.
Yeah, not a good one to lose either. It's going to be a lot of space that needs to be retaken. Ivy creeping back onto the line, could get another one, maybe two. A couple of whiff shots in there from Full Sense gave him that opportunity. Dambi not aware of Jit Boys. So
okay, free plant.
Freebie. Still in check for Full Sense at the moment.
भाई को अपनी टीम पे बिल्कुल भरोसा नहीं है. पीछे प्लांट कर रहा है.
We might think about running it back actually. RB does
Nice.
put it down to a 1-on-2, but
Okay, ना अल्ट तो नहीं कर रहा. हाँ भाई. Bro.
No way he gets that, but Cruz is on the line to trade it. So Full Sense get themselves a
Full Sense का ओनर बाबू पहले तो हम जीते भी थे मगर अब लाडले में होंगे.
I mean, that would be pretty important for the team mentally, emotionally as well. So you kind of like to see that, but still for Nongshim, I mean, it does come down pretty close. Now they might start to, if they start to see similar moves, they might start to
क्या नाम है? Nongshim के लिए अच्छा राउंड था क्योंकि उनका बोनस राउंड था एंड आखिरी में एक ही बंदा बचा. Full Sense की फटी पड़ी होगी अभी.
So it always starts off once again. Be present.
वही.
But a heavier lean from Full Sense over onto A site now.
Okay, wrong.
We'll look to try to put this round together. So we'll
Wrong read भाई. तीन heavily mean पे है. Heaven पूरा free मिल रहा है इनको. Both Heaven free है. Easy. A free plant मिलना चाहिए इनको बिना मत.
ขยับไม่อยู่เรารวมกัน5 คนแล้วเนี่ยกูว่าขอฮิวหน่อยปานั่งได้อ่ะโหหน่อยดิโหหน่อยเดี๋ยวปานั่งหลังอยู่มีบอมนะพอปะเดี๋ยววอ2โบเนตเอาโบเอาปัดมาออฟตีดีได้นี่อ่ะ
Well, here comes Full Sense on the way into A. Seems as though Nongshim have largely been pushed out of that site again.
I don't think ये push करेंगे. फ्लड के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं पूरी टीम का भी.
So that runner back is not going to get any play here in round 4.
Okay, ये स्मोक अच्छा है. अगर साइफर लेट पुश करता है इसको लेट क्लियर करता है. No man.
Gotta be real. This seems like a very tough retake for Nongshim, especially now that Jit Boys has kind of pulled the showstopper as a preventative measure. Nongshim are really taking their time about this one. They are going to have a little bit
Nice
of a crack, but honestly, with Dambi going down there,
Nah, Primi hug diya.
like it is very unlikely this is going to come together. You would need a miracle, and it's
Nice,
not to
nice,
be.
nice.
So 2-2 at the score.
Bro, मैं Primi का whiff देखना चाहता हूँ.
Yeah, lovely to see that swift response. The whole team. Earlier on, they had that long.
Primi को confidence नहीं आ रहा. हो गया उसका.
This time around, it's a full lean from the whole team. So Nongshim not really expecting that yet. And it kind of works out a little bit better for Full Sense. Actually, I think the map makes a slight difference as well. Haven, a lot of the positions, corners are all tighter. The rotations from Nongshim back then were quicker. This time around, though, Full Sense actually gets to work on the map a lot more, and especially with the post-plant positions on A site, you can see how it works out. But suddenly now there's a quick push coming out from Nongshim outside. Sephiroth
Hello,
tries to withstand
भेजी
it.
की लुगाई. Hello. Good morning.
Bold teleport from RB. Push coming through to the B side. There are
Bro, क्या हो गया?
here, but they are being chipped away at nicely. Ivy sticking up. Good
What the
follow
fuck?
And
ये
that
क्या
was
हुआ इधर?
Extras, who was on a journey of
मैं
his
साइड
own.
पढ़ रहा था.
Just one of those rounds where
पुश किया गया? कौन पुश किया था?
suddenly on a half buy, Nongshim attempts to throw something against Full Sense, see if it sticks. But thanks to Sephiroth, actually, that did not happen. So well done, and it just continues going again. Despite all the flashes and everything, he's just managed to have enough distance within
अच्छा लाइट
the
बात है
team
इनका. Okay, now
to be
man.
able to back himself into a corner where he has some cover. A lovely difference. And you can also, actually, in the previous team comm segment, you heard Cruz, I believe, was saying something about an op, so he's kind of anticipating what Nongshim might play.
भाई करना पड़ता है भाई.
And that's why
सब
he's
करना
slowing
पड़ता है.
things down
ऐसे ही
in
थोड़ी
this
ना होती है.
round as well. Dambi has enough for it. Full Sense goes back to working out the middle.
फ्री में थोड़ी ना देखोगे तुम हैं?
Good hold for Nongshim over towards B. Can put the rest of their forces towards the hold in mid, and that is very much required. Extros, he just gets deleted twice. It was not the spot for the runner back.
They know.
Ivy still in here and unable to get anything done either. Hold on. Full Sense are coming back into their own a little here.
Dambi अभी भी hold
Feels
कर रहा
like
है.
a completely different Nongshim as well.
Okay, big brain भाई, big brain.
Quite swiftly responds to it. I mean, the positions especially, just two inside of mailroom. The rest of them are tasked with holding their own positions, so they can't really rotate back in time for those trades. And now, having a slightly weaker defense on this side alone, Full Sense are looking to overwhelm everything.
Nongshim
fast full push
on the rotate. Look at this. They've got 3 players towards this B side. This might be defendable if RB is able to start well, and Francis is in there to help out as well. He gets deleted, and Dambi missed a shot. So
No, but still
it was
ये
a good
इनके
re-rotate from Nongshim. Things definitely could have gone a different way, but in the end, Full Sense get by, and they have
दो
to
आने
lead,
निकलने
so
चाहिए थे यहाँ पर.
starting to get a bit concerned, and I would kind of think now might be a good time for Nongshim to have a timeout.
It's possible. I was definitely kind of worried for it. Like, again, theoretically, everything kind of checks out. You have 5v3. But if RB just finds 2 anyway, it does come pretty close, but thankfully still saving the day. But either way, as you mentioned it, the timeout being called, there are definitely some gaps that Full Sense have managed to identify. And that namely would be, okay, if he's on an op, he's probably not going to be marking down middle. He's probably on the extremity
DC
somewhere, or definitely not at least on B heaven. And that's how they actually decided to go in for that annihilation, double peak push, straight up mailroom. And gives Full Sense that much more space to work off of, that much more, numbers advantage. So at least coming up for the next round where Nongshim are not going to have that.
मैच है आज अपना, हाँ by the way.
You do wonder how they're going to adjust around this.
ये दीदी को देखो.
Every part of the map is susceptible to what Full Sense can bring out. You've seen 4-1 lurks. You've seen maybe a slight 1-3-1 with the way that Full Sense are able to scale up middle as well. I think they need to get a bit more proactive, get some information, and really start off with a flash for now. Be beginning to jiggle.
That's what's now.
Okay.
Taps in there as well from Ivy, but realistically speaking, not expecting too much out of this one. Paint shells will push it back down the fence. Showstopper, nothing you can do about that as Dambi. Kill from Kahlua as well. Full Sense are making this one look relatively easy. Ivy getting away with a little more damage than he maybe ought to have, but I mean, there's just nothing in this one for Nongshim. That conversation surely was not about this round.
Okay, अभी भी मुझे प्रीमी का वो नहीं समझ आया. Deadlock के लिए, but I guess different में समझ आएगा.
Like this was just 5 soldiers marching into A.
मैं जितना Frost ने बताया उसको प्रीमी को deadlock इसलिए दिया होगा कि भाई तू ना तुझे फ्लैंक देखना अच्छे से, कोई तू बस अपना साइड पे लगा, स्टन कर, एम पे खेल, बट काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ मेरे हिसाब से इतना। उसको कोई ऐसा एजेंट दो भाई जो आगे जाके मारे के पीछे है, बट एनीवेज विल सी अभी।
Confident round from Full Sense. You can tell that the confidence is building a little more in this map. I was very concerned when they lost that pistol that we were just going to see a repeat of what we got on map 1. Nongshim going to run away with things, but looks like we've got a little bit more of a competitive match here, which is a bit more in line with the expectations.
Oh yes. Okay, pit available.
सबसे शरीफ नहीं चलती।
As well, but not really seeing too much. Definitely a lot more of a heavy lean from Nongshim.
Okay, fake aggro mid क्या?
But look at that! As soon as the rotations go through,
Hell
Full
ना
Sense
भाई,
have
nice
found
read,
the
bhai.
weak link. Mail room is open.
Yep, Dambi's going to come scrambling across to try and
W
help.
awareness, bhai.
RB's taken down. Cruz just gets
और
a little better of it with the headshot.
nice
through.
ult bhai, op उस पे।
Dambi is locked out. I mean, this is looking like it's all over the place really for Nongshim. They are just getting completely out-read by Full Sense.
There goes the Nightfall. They might just have to save now, especially since Dambi had that op. But look at you boys. Oh.
Nah bhai, nah.
It's a couple away from the showstopper.
Might be getting it right here. Ivy and Extros round the corner, ends up being a 1-for-1.
Nice,
so it
nice
could be worse
pick,
for
nice
Nongshim, but
1 for 1.
down 6 and 2. It's about
प्रीमी
as
के
bad as it's going to get.
फुल सेंस के बाद बहुत पैसा है,
Any thought
उनको
of a
जितने किल
2-0
मिले
is
उतना
far
सही
from
है,
the minds of
they can
Nongshim
go
right
for
now.
it.
They are just trying to
वो
keep their
एक
heads
किल के लिए भी
above
जा
water.
सकते हैं वो, अंधा पैसा है इनका।
Yeah, especially for this first half at least. Maybe get at least a couple more rounds or get themselves to a third. 9-3 still not impossible.
बहुत गंदा स्पॉट है,
Ultimates,
बहुत गंदा
but
स्पॉट है।
They haven't had the opportunity to use them. Oh my goodness, Elfish. What is this stark contrast between map 1 and 2? On to split. Nongshim are just running circles around the fences. They haven't quite been able to get themselves into position other than the first few rounds where they actually looked a little bit better. However, as the game elapses, they just continue to try to pull off early rotations, start to get a bit more hungry for information, which I can't really blame them for it. But that leaves a lot more gaps where Full Sense
The fuck?
swiftly go in for it. He's so happy, Frost.
It's been a pretty
Yeah.
solid performance from
मेरा बहुत गंदा है भाई। ये किसका मैप है? हाँ, फुल सेंस का मैप है।
Showstopper entry is possible for this.
फुल सेंस का नहीं है, ये नॉन्गशिम का मैप है। फुल सेंस तो अपने मैप पे हार गई, गंदा हो भी।
So if they're not going to win this round, they're not going to win any round, you'd think.
No damage somehow.
Lackluster though, I have to say. The offensive is on the march again. Full
Nice
sense to
nade.
distance. The show's
Dambi दूसरी बार मरा है
so
वहाँ।
Dambi will at least be able to
दूसरी
trade
बार
1 for 1.
मरा है
So that's
CMP।
better than nothing. Extros looking to try and hold on. Has the backup here of Ivy as well. It's a much more stable defense initially from Nongshim, port in behind as well from
ब्रो ये
RB.
लोग हमेशा मिड छोड़ रहे हैं। पिछली बार इन्होंने अब्यूज किया था इसका, लाइक इनको पनिश किया फुल सेंस ने, बट इस बार कोई नहीं गया मिड पे।
Re-aggression from Nongshim is a bold choice. They run right into Kalua, who has
Damn.
been hitting shots today. So once again, it comes down to RB to save the day for Nongshim.
Gunslitter a heaven. It's not
उसको
impossible.
flash है।
RB has a flash again as well. He's clutched out several times before
ओमन का फ्लैश है।
in map 1.
गिफ्ट मी नैपशून 800। अच्छा।
In the favor of Kalua. RB spots him, but can't
Damn,
win it.
bhai.
Kalua just got way too many 1v1s, and Nongshim, they really have to beat themselves up about that round. That was not good enough. Swinging Kalua 1 by 1.
They weren't expecting that re-aggression. They were all in position for it though, but looking at how the shots all flew by, the angle, the difference between the viewpoints as well, just out from ramp versus inside of heaven, like all they had was that one tight little narrow doorway. It's a little bit more difficult then, and Killa has the
बट
extra
कुत्ता बना दिया
swing
भाई
as
किल
well.
वाला।
Definitely feeling much better.
Nice
The
shooting,
adjustments from Nongshim though, they rotated a lot quicker that round. So over
And
the
defending
map a little bit less
map है
could
by the way।
help them.
अभी जो स्कोर लाइन चल रही है, इवन इफ वो 3 हारते तो उनके पास बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज आएगा.
Yeah, and it's already kind of gotten out of hand, you know. Full Sense is already on 7, so...
Hang on, though. We do have a lot of forward space being taken
वाइपर को देख रहे हो? मिड होल्ड कर रहा है अल्ट के लिए.
It all comes down to RB.
ये ज़्यादा साउंड आएगा अल्ट मारते को.
Hold alongside Ivy, leaning towards the B section of the map.